everyone. So I wanted to react to one of my favorites YouTuber. Her name is the Empress. No, the name of her channel is the Empressive channel. I love her because she's entertaining to me. When she's giving you the news, it is so entertaining, and sometimes I have weird reaction to them. So yeah, so that's why I want to make reaction videos to her take on the Kanye situation shenanigans those few days. So yeah, so enjoy.
Now,
Bye.
moving on, let me talk about Kanye West wilding out on the internet. What else is new? Kanye
Yeah.
is always going on Twitter/X, ranting and saying all types of offensive things. And at this point, we really should ignore him. I don't even know why we entertain this man at this point, but Kanye needs some serious psychiatric help because he's
He does.
spiraling really bad. He's like Azalea Banks on steroids, which is crazy. Crazy. But Kanye has been calling out different celebrities in the industry, and of course, it's caught a lot of headlines. At first, he came against his ex wife, Kim Kardashian, because he's mad at the fact that Kim is in control of their daughter North's name and likeness. And Kanye wanted North to be on this song with Diddy's son.
Okay. He wanted her to be on a song with Diddy's son, Christian. I mean, well, I'm seeing the picture of Christian. So, that girl is how old? 11 years old? 13 years old? She doesn't need to be in a room with a grown man like that. Come on. Especially him. He's accused allegedly of essaying a girl. So yeah,
Christian Combs in support of P. Diddy. And Kim Kardashian was like, absolutely not, because Diddy is a pariah at this point.
as she should say no. Come on.
Nobody in the industry wants to be associated with him or his family. In
Exactly.
fact, Kanye was on the phone with Diddy, and Diddy said, ain't nobody looking out for him or his kids but Kanye.
Yeah. I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. Cause ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? That meant so much. Yeah, I thought we was all family, man. I really thought that, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you the only family I got. You the only family I see. You feel me?
Yeah.
Every time everybody try to attack us, I'm always riding. And you're the only person that spoke up, man. And I appreciate it.
I think Diddy spoke pretty loud and clear.
Well, Diddy, to their defense, there's a lot of uh, there's a lot of case against you, and also I'm pretty sure that they saw you doing those things. So yeah, they are um separating themselves from you. Those so-called friends that you had before.
There. I mean, out of all the people he knew in the industry, like nobody reached out to him but Kanye. That's very interesting, but that's besides the point. Kim didn't.
And the only person that reach out to you is the person that we know has a mental health. If he had a good sense, he would separate himself from you. And I believe that in the beginning, before you got arrested, he said, "Oh, he hung. You called him. He hung up on you and told you that you were the Fed."
Didn't want North on a song that supports Diddy. Kanye didn't care. He released it anyway. And he went off on Kim, and he also went off on other rappers in the industry because right now, no rapper wants to really be associated with Kanye because of all the offensive things he's been saying. And he feels a way that they've been avoiding him now, so he has been insulting them. He even went at Playboy Cardi because he felt a way that Cardi left him off his album, but he revealed that Cardi went behind his back to ask Kim if their daughter North could be on his album, and Kanye wasn't having that, so he called Cardi out. He also called Cardi's baby mama, Iggy Azalea, out and listed all the men that she allegedly smashed.
Okay, that's her business. Do we know all the women that you smashed? No. So what's Anyways, that's a beef between them. But what would a grown man like Cardi? I don't know his name, Cardi. Why would you have a name like Cardi B? Um, I don't know why a grown man like Cardi would want North and on his song. Why? She's a child. She doesn't need to be around that environment because I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna be kid friendly, the lyrics or anything. So yeah.
In the industry. He called out Tyler the Creator, Future, Metro Boomin. He also went at Kendrick Lamar. He said, I hate it not like us. Kendrick, please come diss me on behalf of Lucian Grange. Please.
Okay, so you want the heat. So you want the attention on you.
I personally don't have an issue with Kendrick. I probably will now, but he was a pawn to take down Drake because these record labels don't want big artists because the small artists are easier to control and replace. He also randomly brought up his take on female rappers, and he even alleged that one of Drake's shooters were threatening him. The thing that got the most traction is what he said about Jay-Z and Beyonce and their children. He said, now Jay-Z and Beyonce on the other end, F those coon ends and their entire families. He also posted and deleted this. Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded, like literally, and this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice. Wow. Wow.
Yes, wow. He is he is an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm saying it. He is an idiot. I have a kid, okay? We suspect no, he has we say in French un retard de développement. I'm gonna write down what it means, okay? And maybe he might be on the spectrum, okay? So hearing him say that, and he doesn't say it in a good way. He's saying it in a bad way, like retarded. Why would you? You know that it's a word that's not cool. Why would you say something like that? You know that it would hurt them saying that. And how about all the parents that had kids that have that are not retarded, but that I know the word in French, it's just I don't know how to say it in English. Um, why would you say something like that? Well, you guys know what I mean, okay? So, what would you say something like that? It hurts. It really hurts me that you said that to them, even though it's them. It's not because there are celebrities that we should accept that you talk that way up to them. No, you don't talk that way about kids. Kids, they're kids. Why would you talk that way?
He then said, I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled. Not because I'm a good person. I took it down like Down syndrome. Get it? Am I right? Am I right? F the world, real talk, F everybody.
Well, F you too. Yo, what you want us to say? F you too. At this point, go away. I don't want you to die. I don't hate you. I don't hate you at all. I just think that you're an idiot, but just get away from social media and go take treatments because you need it. Yeah.
This is disgusting.
It
This is
is.
disgusting.
It
Like,
is.
what did the kids do? Literally. Like, what did the kids do? He could talk about anybody and they mama, but just leave the children out of it.
Exactly.
Leave those kids alone. And honestly, at this point, Kanye has dug a hole for himself that he can't get out of. If something happens to him, I wouldn't be surprised because he has crossed a lot of people. And him coming at Jay-Z and Beyonce and their children in that way will have some repercussions because Jay-Z is not going to let that slide. A lot of people aren't going to let that slide.
No.
But Kanye needs help, man.
He
He
does.
really needs some psychiatric help. He might even need a conservatorship because it's getting really bad. He's
It
spiraling
is.
out of control way too much. But anyway, Kanye West. Now, Kanye West is likely to face some serious legal trouble, especially after he attacked Jay-Z and Beyonce's children.
As he
Not
should.
only that, he might be at risk for losing his own children because allegedly Kim Kardashian is considering seeking full custody of their 4 children. She's reaching a breaking point because she
I'm always saying that children need both parents in their life, and they still do. But him is scary. I would be scared to leave the kids alone with him. I would give him supervised visitation, but leaving the kids like a week with you, I don't know if I would be able to do it. That would be hard. That would be hard because of all of the shenanigans that he's doing.
can't control Kanye's rants. And not only that, she was really upset when Kanye allowed their daughter Northwest to be a part of a song with P. Diddy and his son Christian Combs. Also, Kim was very upset to find out that Kanye was trying to bring their daughter North around the Tate brothers, Andrew and Tristan Tate. These guys are very controversial. They're known for their hateful rhetoric, and they were investigated for trafficking and SA.
No, something's really wrong with him. I'm sorry. You want to take your child around those men, those red pill men, that they don't respect women at all, and you want to take your daughter around them? What's wrong with Kanye? Please, what's wrong with him?
And all types of stuff. And Kim didn't want North to be around them. And it's really interesting that Kanye would even try to bring North around them, considering that he just accused Kim of trafficking their children too. Like, he went on a whole rant accusing Kim of putting their children in a trafficking ring. He said Kim Kardashian is an ex-trafficker. I don't like that Twigs has my daughter in her video dressing all grown. I would have expected more from Twigs. It's F all you ends, my soul is black, and watch y'all don't believe me and just say I'm crazy. The Kardashians are ex-workers and they ex-traffic all of their black children they strategically produce. And Kanye went on to
Okay, so you knew that they were ex traffickers, but you still went with them? You still married one of them?
say that his children are in a trafficking ring. Now, let me just say this. I don't think Kim is trafficking their children. I don't. However, as crazy as Kanye sounds, I don't think he's completely off base here because he is very aware of the dealings that goes on in Hollywood. Like, he knows what these people are into. And although Kim might not be doing this to their kids, she is aware that trafficking is happening. And what Kanye is afraid of is Kim will exploit her children in the same way her mother, Kris Jenner, exploited her. That is what Kanye is afraid of. He don't want his children, especially his daughters, to be sold to the highest bidder when they get older. He don't want that. And I don't think
I don't think that Kim would do that because she knows what it is. She went through it. I don't think she would put her kids on that in that situation. And she has enough money not to allow her kids to go through that situation also. So I kind of disagree with Impressive with on that one.
Kim will do that, but at the same time, Kim is Kris Jenner's daughter.
So
we don't know if she's going to repeat the same cycle.
We
don't know. And I think
don't
Kanye
think so.
has reasons for his
I don't think so. She went through it. She went through it so that her kids don't have to go through it. So no, I don't believe it. I don't like Kim that way. I really don't like her. Since I'll tell you since when I don't like Kim. Okay, I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashian vividly. I love watching them. I spent, I think it was a 2 day event, her wedding to Chris Humphries. I took my time to watch it, and then 72 days after, you're telling me that you're getting a divorce, and there's rumors that it was all a publicity stunt. Yep. Since that day, I don't like her. But yeah, but I don't think she went through it so that her kids won't have to. Because we do sacrifices for our child so that they don't go through it. So yeah, yeah.
Concerns. However, Kanye hasn't provided proof that Kim is trafficking their children,
Because
and
she's
that is a
not.
horrible thing to accuse her of.
I think that she will expose them to the world. Like when I say expose, I mean show too much of her kids on social media or on TV or whatever. But I don't think that she's gonna traffic them. That no. I think that she's gonna exploit them. Exploit? No. What's the word? Exploiter. She's gonna exploit them, but I don't think that she would traffic them. She's gonna be a momager, but the right way, not the way that Chris Jenner started with her with that sex tape. I don't think that it will go that way. I don't think at all.
And it just gives Kim more reason to want to go for full custody because Kanye's unhinged rants don't only affect Kim, but it also affects their children.
Yep.
It affects their well being. He doesn't realize this because mentally he's not all the way there himself. So
Exactly.
I think there will come a point where Kim gets full custody. And if she does, it actually will break Kanye. But Kanye has to realize that his erratic behavior comes with consequences. And right now, he might even be facing some legal issues with Jay-Z and Beyonce after making comments about their children. He made multiple posts claiming that Jay-Z and Beyonce's twins have developmental issues. In fact, he called them the R
Okay, and if
word, which was very distasteful, very, very, very disgusting. And Kanye is obviously doing that to provoke Jay-Z because he
course.
does have a problem with Jay-Z in particular. Kanye used to ride so hard for the Carters, but he feels like Jay abandoned him and he's salty about it. He said, I love Jay-Z and I do feel bad. I always felt like the black sheep, like I wanted family in this music thing. I'd run on stage.
but you know why? You know why he abandonné? Pourquoi il t'a abandonné? You know why he what's the word? You know why he's not that close to you anymore. You know why? It's because you went with that family. That how do you call that? When fame whore? That fame whore family that always have camera around them. They are a private family. So it's normal that if I'm a private person, I don't want to be around someone that's always in the limelight. I don't want that. So yeah, that's why you're not that close. But why do you let that bother you? You chose your woman. You know who she was.
Stages thinking I was doing the right thing and would always be a slight. Hove not coming to my first wedding, him putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl over me, or even us never being invited to stuff, taking jabs about my red hat on Donda. I felt like both him and his wife could have helped me have more leverage with my kids. They could have used their cultural position to not just watch the Kardashians run me over. Ish hurts. So F both of them.
Run you over. What is he saying? You chose your woman. What you want them to do about it? They can't tell you who to love, not to, who. They can't tell you who to love or not to love. If you love the girl, they let you go. Go love her far away from us. Yeah, and they did run you over. Run no, run me over. Yeah, they did run you over because when you got with Kim, her show was going to get canceled because of that 72 days marriage. They were gonna cancel this Kardashian because the fans were upset, like me. And you still went to them, and and when you went to her, your career was so high. You were on top of the game. And when you got with those people, it's them. They took the shine away from you. They took that energy from you. Sorry to say that like that. They took that energy from you. And now they're as famous. They are a $3.5 billion family. You're still rich too. Let me not lie about that. But your mental health, you don't have the support of your fan that you had before. It's sad. It's sad. I mean, I'm not saying they're witches, but look at the men's in their life. Except for Corey. Corey seems to be kind of shady himself. But look at all the men that were affiliated with them. They're not doing so well. Anyways,
because when I needed them, it was F me. Kanye also went on to say that his rants might even provoke Jay-Z to try to off him. I don't know exactly why he would say that, but he believes
I don't
that
think
Jay-Z
so.
would try to do it. Now, Jay-Z is not going to be silly enough to do that. However,
Exactly.
he and Beyonce are considering taking legal action. And
As
I
they
think
should.
this is the best thing they could do, because they need to hit Kanye with a cease and desist and put some type of gag order or restraining order on him to prevent him from speaking on them and their family. And if they're successful in hitting Kanye with a restraining order and Kanye happens to violate that order, then he could face a criminal charge and he could go to jail. So yeah, it would be a win for them legally. So I wouldn't blame Jay-Z and Beyonce if they were considering taking legal action. We don't know the moves that they're going to make just yet, but something has to be done to shut Kanye up. Now, Solange did have an issue with Kanye speaking on her niece and nephew, and she updated her profile pic to send a message to Kanye. Now, we all know that Solange ain't no one to play with. I mean, we saw how she did Jay-Z in that elevator.
We saw
Kanye
it.
probably won't be so lucky if she runs into him. So he has to pipe down. Also, Beyonce's mother threw shade at Kanye for making fun of her grandchildren.
Got a corny joke. Want to hear it? Here it go. So, what happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown. Y'all know that's funny.
Snowman.
I guess if you read between the lines, she's insinuating that Kanye is on that snow, and he certainly is having a meltdown on Twitter. Now, Tina did post and delete this caption. She said, "Corny joke time. It's hard to remain positive and classy in the face of ignorance and evil. But I know that no weapon formed against me or my family shall prosper. This battle is not mine, but the Lord's. I know that God has got this."
Yes, he does.
Amen to that, Miss Tina. Amen. Anyway.